sobrang sakit ng ngipin, hindi ka makatulog, hindi ka makagawa ng gawaing bahay, hindi mo nababantayan ng maayos yung anak mo dahil sa sobrang sakit, lalong-lalo na kapag may pumipitik-pitik na sa ulo natin. Gusto mong magpabunot, kaso kakapanganak mo lang. Now the question here is, pwede nga bang magpabunot ng ngipin after giving birth? Or ilang buwan nga ba dapat after nanganak tayo, pwede na tayong magpabunot ng ngipin? Now, let me answer this question po based from my experience and also based from the videos na napanood ko from other mommies na nag-share ng kanilang experiences through their social media accounts as well as sa YouTube videos. Ako actually ang isang tao na matatakotin, most especially after I gave birth. Yung may mga anak na ako, I'm actually very scared about my life kasi I am thinking about their future. If ever something will happen to me, what will happen to my children? So yun yung perception ko. That is why um, medyo matatakotin na ako when it comes to like pulling out of our teeth or tooth. Although it's just actually like very simple, but then again, yung mga kasabihan ng mga matatanda, yung about sa binat, and sometimes yung mga about sa videos na napapanood ko sa mga social media platforms na nadideform yung kanilang mga mukha, or may mga side effects yung pagpapabunot ng ngipin. So I was actually very scared about that. So that is why before ako nagpabunot ng ngipin, I watched several videos from different mommies sharing their experiences through their social media accounts as well as their YouTube channels. So first, may napanood akong video na isang mommy na 2 months pa lang yung baby niya, nagpabunot na siya ng ngipin. And according to her, mas nakakabinat yung sobrang sakit ng ngipin na hindi tayo makakatulog rather than have it pulled out and then rest for a couple of days and then take care of our baby. And it also made sense to me, actually. And then another video na napanood ko, isang mommy din, nagpabunot siya ng kanyang molar tooth and it was 7 months after she gave birth. So, I actually like connected it to myself. So kung kaya nila, kung okay sa kanila, like there were already like two of them, kung okay sa kanila, why not hindi okay sa akin? So actually, yung nangyari sa akin is when I experienced like pain on both of my wisdom teeth way back 5 months, no, 2 months after akong manganak, hindi ko talaga siya kaya, yung pain, kasi medyo may pumipitik-pitik na ugat dito sa ulo ko, like connected yung sakit sa ulo. And to be honest, I am actually like good at tolerating pain. Hindi ako easily umiiyak. But at that time, I started to cry because of the pain in my tooth. It was here first. So, nung bata pa ako, every time I feel like a toothache, once the pain is gone, I immediately go to the dentist and have it like pulled out. But it was different nung may anak na ako kasi I was really scared about yung mga binat, and also sa mga videos na napapanood ko, yung mga videos and pictures na napanood ko from social media platforms na nade-deform yung kanilang mga mukha. So I was actually very scared about that kasi nga may anak na ako. Siguro it would have been different kung wala akong anak. So yun. 5 months after I gave birth to my daughter, yun pa din, I am experiencing like pain, although hindi siya like every day, but I constantly feel pain. Sometimes I end up taking like pain reliever kasi hindi ko na nga kaya yung sakit. So, 5 months after, I went to see a dentist to find out if pwede ba siyang i-pasta just to save the teeth, or to save the teeth. Yung nangyari kasi, nagpa-cleaning ako while I was pregnant and medyo nasobrahan ng dentist at nabutas siya. And I was not able to come back to see the dentist to have it like mapastahan siya kasi it was actually very expensive. 1,000 per tooth siya. And imagine I have to spend that much. So hindi ako nakabalik agad, but I always made sure na magbabrush ako ng teeth ko every after I eat something. But even if I am doing that, hindi natin talaga prevent na may food particles pa rin na maiiwan kasi we are talking about like wisdom tooth and it's very difficult to reach using our toothbrushes. So yun, it actually caused the pain. Um, so going back, 5 months after I gave birth, I went to see the dentist, and the dentist actually said that since I am already experiencing pain, it's impossible to have it like mapastahan, and it's better to have it pulled out. And I told the dentist na that, Doc, I just gave birth. My baby is still 5 months. Is it safe to do that? And he said, let's just wait until mag 6 months ka after you gave birth. Just go to you see your OBGYN and ask for a clearance. And then once you have the clearance, come back and pwede natin siyang i-pull out para hindi ka na makaka-experience ng sakit kasi it's not easy to experience the pain. But then again, to be honest, I did not come back after nung nag 6 months na ako, like after I gave birth. Kasi nga, I was really scared. I asked like advices my from my nanay or lola and from my papa and other elderly people here in my community, and most of them actually said na you have to wait until mag 2 years old na yung anak ko. So yun, I did not come back. But then again, as days pass, as months pass, sometimes it's actually like bothering my work and also my sleep. Like the pain is bothering or was bothering my work and my day-to-day like activities kasi most especially if sobrang sakit na talaga siya. And another thing, since nagpapa-breastfeed ako ng aking anak, I think it also contribute to the loss of calcium maybe. And then parang my teeth are easily like broken or brittle, and I'm not sure what's the right term to call that in Tagalog. In Bisaya kasi it's called like gabok siya. Something like that. So, parang yung isang wisdom tooth ko na ano siya, nag-crack siya. So, medyo lumaki na yung butas. And I started to feel pain na din dito. So, I got really scared. So, 1 year and 7 months after I gave birth, I went to see the doctor to find out if pwede bang mabunutan ng ngipin. Most especially, I am breastfeeding. So, I asked the same question. And according to the dentist, it is really, really safe to do that. So, she just have to check the condition of my teeth and the roots, kung okay ba yung position ng wisdom, kasi we're talking about wisdom tooth. And if wisdom teeth kasi, it's actually like a major surgery after the teeth or the tooth is pulled out. Tatahiin nila yan. So yeah. So yung ginawa ko, I actually took advantage of the vacation na walang pasok, and I would have like enough time to rest at home, walang other things na gagawin. So, yeah. I decided to have them pulled out para hindi ko na ma-experience yung pain. It's actually not easy to experience pain. But I have to be brave. Although I was really scared, but I have to be brave for myself. Before ako nabunutan ng ngipin, the doctor monitored my blood pressure kasi medyo may edad na. And aside from that, while she was doing the procedure, she also like monitored my pulse. yung heart rate ko using a pulse oximeter. So, like, even if she's doing constant, yeah, she's doing the procedure, pulling out my teeth, parang yung mata niya naka-monitor sa ngipin ko and at the same time yung sa pulse ko. So, just to share, on that same day, December 26th of last year, December 26th of 2024, dalawang wisdom teeth ko ang nabunot niya. And so far, okay naman ako. Like, see, right now, it has been like 3 months after I got my tooth pulled out, and the 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 wound healed perfectly. So, after ka magbunutan ng ngipin, you just have to also like take note na you also have to take note of a lot of things such as yung kind of food na kakainin mo, yung hindi hard, yung pagbabrush ng teeth, basta whatever the dentist would advise you, do that para naman safe yung safe ka and wala siyang mga complications. And also for the medication, so you have to take it. And if you're going to ask me if nagpapa-breastfeed pa rin ba ako after I got my tooth pulled out, so for 48 hours, hindi ako nagpa-breastfeed ng aking anak. Hindi ako nagpapalapit sa kanya. Hindi ko siya kinakarga. Wala talaga akong ginawa at all. Like, natulog lang talaga ako, nakahiga lang ako. If I walk slowly. I walked slowly. And yeah, hindi ko kinikerry yung anak ko. So after 48 hours, I started to like feeding her again. And yeah, yun. But I need to make sure na hindi ako makaka-exert ng lakas. So we just lie down together, nakahiga lang kami, and then I continue to breastfeed. All right. So I hope this video helped you. But again, whatever I am sharing po, this is based from my experience. It is best pa din po na you ask an expert, most especially a dentist, and also your OBGYN. And at the same time, if you don't feel na hindi kaya ng katawan mo, don't do it. If you have like second thoughts. So I suggest don't do it po. But if you are confident, then ask and advise first before you do the procedure if it is safe. So, yun lang po. Thank you so much for watching this video.